Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be going over the best way to earn money in 2024 using the brand new Bluesteel axe and the blue spruce tree. If you don't know what the blue spruce tree is, basically if you go into the changelog, you'll see that it was added on December 18th and it spawns during the winter snow event, which is this event that you can see happening right now. Now this event starts on December 18th of every year and it should end around January 10th I think, but don't quote me on that. But that means that you have 2 weeks left of this event to earn a ton of money from collecting blue spruce wood. So there are actually 2 methods of getting blue spruce and 2 methods of selling it, and I'll go over all of it in this video. But without further ado, let's get into the first method of collecting blue spruce, and that is going into some public servers. However, before we can just go into some public server and start hunting for the blue spruce wood, you need to have a spook hunting base of some type. Now the general idea of a spook hunting base is a relatively small and easy to load plot that has a ladder that goes up into the sky so that you can see most of the map. Obviously we're not hunting for spookwood, we're hunting for blue spruce, so all you really need to see is the mainland and the taiga, which is really easy to do. So I'm not going to go into depth about how to make your spook hunting base because I've made like 6 videos about how to hunt spookwood, which I'll link down below, and each one of those videos has a tutorial on how to build a good spook hunting base. But one trick that I will share in this video is how to get your base started, and to do that all you have to do is simply reset your character, and you'll die and drop all your axes like this. And then wherever you spawn is the center of your base, and all you want to do is place a wall right behind you, and then move forward and place another wall. As you see, I just spawned high up in the air, I spawned about here, just because this wall blueprint was here. So using that, you obviously just build walls all the way up until you can see most of the map, and then you're pretty much set. Okay, so now to actually hunt for the blue spruce wood using the public servers, I recommend going down to the server list right here, clicking this button that just excludes full servers. It may look a little different on your end depending on what device you're on or what plugins you have installed, but the general idea is just to join a server that's around 5 out of 6 people in it, and then simply marks the server so you know that you joined it. Okay everybody, we just got into this server and it is nighttime, and I don't really like hunting nighttime servers just because you can't really see that much. Also, there appears to be like an exploiter over here, so I would just recommend skipping servers like this as it really it's not worth your time. Okay, now it looks like we've got a daytime server which looks pretty promising. So from here all you want to do is load up your spook hunting slot minus slot 5, but whatever slot yours is, you just want to load it up and then you want to go and look around the map. I recommend loading in one of these plots over here just so you can get a better view of the taiga. And once you're loaded up, just simply look around the map, look for any blue spruce, any saplings, or any full-grown trees. There likely won't be many in the mainland, but there's usually more in the taiga just because people don't really go here. However, it appears that there is none in this server, which is quite strange. So if there's none, just don't worry about it, just quickly join another server. The goal here is efficiency. You need to join servers as fast as possible and hunt them as fast as possible, just so you can actually get to the blue spruce. Okay guys, so after a few servers, we finally found a blue spruce. As you can see, it's right over here in the taiga, and now we have to go and collect it. The issue with finding a blue spruce in the taiga is that you need to get rid of the boulders somehow, but luckily if you have a snowmobile from last Christmas, you can use it to get rid of the boulders really quickly. So all you have to do is grab your snowmobile, bring it to one of the rocks that you want to go away, like this one right here. And then all you have to do is rub it against the rock using the front of the snowmobile. And there you go, the rock is now gone. Would I recommend doing this? Not really. It took me like a minute to get rid of one rock. So if you have TNT, just use that instead. Anyways, back to getting the blue spruce. And here we have a blue spruce tree. This one is a fairly decently sized one, however they can get much bigger or much smaller depending on how lucky you get. Now from here obviously you just want to use your Bluesteel axe to cut down the tree from its very base. And once you cut down the tree, all you want to do is bring it back to your base. One thing to also note is that if you get one tree in a server, it's likely that you will see another few trees, so make sure just check around and look if there's any other trees in the server before leaving. As you can see, this one is just a sapling, so I'm probably not going to worry about it too much, but if it was a fully grown tree, I would definitely go and collect it too. Okay, now once you get the blue spruce tree back to your base, you're going to want to cut it up and put everything into the sawmill. That's right, you're going to take every little branch of this tree and feed it into your sawmill because you're definitely going to want every single piece. Okay guys, so once you've sawmilled your whole tree here, you have two choices for how you want to sell it, and I'll cover both these choices at the end of the video, but for now, let's go and look at the second method and my preferred method for obtaining a lot of blue spruce. Okay guys, so for this method, all you want to do is hop into a VIP server or just a small public server, it doesn't really matter, but basically the point of this method is that you are going to stay in one server for a long amount of time and constantly collect all of the blue spruce trees that spawn here. If you have access to a VIP, I recommend just loading your spook hunting slot in a corner like this, just so you can better see the whole map in case a blue spruce spawns. And from here, pretty much all you have to do is wait around 20 minutes until the first blue spruce tree spawns, because each one spawns around 20 minutes apart with a maximum of 6 growing at the same time. So while this method of collecting blue spruce is a lot more guaranteed, it does yield significantly less trees than server hopping does because you have to constantly be just waiting for a new tree to spawn. However, by doing this, you avoid all the other issues that come with public servers, such as the lag I was experiencing in the last server I was in, and other players taking your blue spruce trees from you. So after waiting a decent amount of time in your server, simply start by looking around the map for any blue trees. If you don't see any, I recommend getting into a snowmobile and going around the map, as you can see a lot better from the ground. However, if you don't have a snowmobile, it's fine, you can just use a normal truck, it doesn't really matter too much. And as you can see over here, we have a little blue spruce sapling. And these things don't take long to grow at all, only around 20 minutes, so by the time this is fully grown, another sapling will have appeared in your VIP server. So yeah, like I said previously, this way is guaranteed to find a lot of blue spruce, but it does take slightly longer per tree. It's around 20 to 25 minutes versus just 15 if you're server hopping. So let's just quickly see how much this one blue spruce we collected using method 1 yields us. So from that tree, we got around $6,000, which actually isn't as much as I was hoping for, but it's still a lot considering it only took me around 15 minutes to get that one tree. Again though, you don't need any limited event items to collect a lot of blue spruce, as the Bluesteel axe will be returning each year. I'm like 90% sure it'll return every year, which is awesome because it means you don't have to rely on trading or any limited items like you do for harvesting other woods most efficiently, such as frostwood. Because without the frost axe or the mani axe or the snowmobile, it's a lot harder to collect a lot of frostwood. So yeah, if you're a completely legit player who doesn't like to do trading with the ruined economy like I do, then I highly recommend just doing this blue spruce strategy and selling all of your wood in the wood drop-off. However, selling your wood in the drop-off, while it does yield a lot of money as each plank is around $40 a unit, it doesn't yield nearly as much money as you can get by trading with other players. That's because, unlike other event items, this one is an actual tree type, and you can use it in building, and it's a pretty nice color to build with if I do say so myself. So demands for planks of this tree are going to increase like crazy once the event ends and the tree is no longer obtainable for a whole year. And unlike Spooky and Sinister, blue spruce hasn't really been duplicated that much due to the introduction of human moderators and the Bifron Roblox patches. And that means that the demand for it will actually be pretty high, unlike Spooky and Sinister, which have been duped like crazy already. Not to mention that blue spruce is also just a much nicer color to build with than like the neon orange of Sinister and the kind of poop color of Spook. So yeah guys, that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. If there's anything to take away, it's that you should collect a crap ton of blue spruce right now, and then sell it throughout the next coming months, either straight up in game, or in some marketplaces on Discord, such as the one in the Lumber Tycoon 2 wiki. I'm sure this will be one of the best ways to earn money in 2024, so make sure to collect all your blue spruce while you can. Anyways, this is going to be it for me. Goodbye.